All right, for that 2016 kx450, we got all these parts. We got that sprocket shaft right here, which on the other one, was definitely worn out. It was over with. We got this new front sprocket, new spark plug. We got the new chain. We got this new chain adjusters. And we got the complete engine gasket kit. Like I said before, as you can see, the old shaft is worn out, which ended up wearing the front sprocket out. And in order to get to that, to take that out and change that, I'm gonna have to tear down, the whole motor, just like doing an engine rebuild. So I'm gonna start breaking the bike down, then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I did a quick tear down, took the subframe off, took the gas tank off, the muffler, the header pipe, the brake lever. So the next thing I'm gonna do is start pulling the top end off. Then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I just went ahead and took the motor off and just broke the motor down, took the head off, the cylinder, the clutch basket, the stator, flywheel. So the next thing I'm gonna do, the next step, is I'm gonna split the cases so we can swap out, that bad sprocket gear, sprocket shaft. And then we're gonna go from there. All right, so got the cases split. So as you can see, this is the bad shaft, which is over with. It's burnt out, it's fried. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the new one in. As you can see, all the grooves is perfect on it. So I'm gonna pull, the transmission out so I can get this bad sprocket shaft out. And then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I took the transmission out, the whole transmission. And what I'm gonna do, as you can see again, this is the old shaft, the burnt out one. I'm gonna put the new shaft, sprocket shaft in. So yeah, I'm gonna put the whole transmission back in with a new sprocket shaft, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I got the complete transmission in with that new shaft. As you can see, it's spinning nice and freely. Got everything in there right. And as you can see, this is the old one with those bad grooves once again. So the next step is putting the cases back together. And then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I got the cases put back together. So I'm gonna finish putting the clutch basket back together. I'm gonna finish putting the stator on, the cam chain, and putting the stator cover on. As you can see, it's still spinning nice and freely. Still nice and freely. So then, we're gonna go from there. All right, so I got the cases back on and everything. Got the clutch basket, cover, everything on. Stator cover, cam chain. And I put that new sprocket on there too. Brand new sprocket on that new shaft, sprocket shaft. So the next thing I'm gonna do is finish putting the top end back on. Then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I got everything back together, the whole top end. And so now we're gonna check the valve clearances just to make sure. Okay, so that one nice and smooth, that intake. This one is too tight. this one nice and smooth on the exhaust valve. Yeah, and this one too tight. So what I'm going to have to do is adjust the valves. And then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I adjusted the valves and everything. Got the timing and everything lined up. And as you can see, now it's sliding through nice and smoothly on all the valves, nice and smoothly. Every single one, nice and smooth. So the next step, what I'm gonna do is put that brand new spark plug in and put the cam cover on and start putting the motor back on the frame. Then we're gonna go from there. All right, I got everything together now. I got that new spark plug in there. Whole motor complete. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just put the motor on the frame and start putting it back together. Then we're gonna go from there. All right, I got the motor and everything on the frame. Well, not everything, but I got the motor on the bike. Got coolant in it. Got motor oil, full of motor oil. So the next thing I'm gonna do is finish putting the subframe on, the gas tank and the plastics and everything. And then I'm gonna put his new chain on and the chain adjusters. Then we're gonna go from there. All right, so I got everything back together. I got those new chain adjusters on, the brand new chain adjusters on both sides. Got the brand new O-ring chain on, brand new front sprocket. And as you can see, the bike is shifting gears perfectly. Now it's engaging like it should be to the motor. That's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And all the way back to neutral. So as you can see, the transmission is perfect. So next thing we're gonna do is start it and see if we got that V-touch.